And then we can crack on, get the guacamole done. And pretty much start pulling this dish up, right? Oh, pickled jalapenos I need to do. So we can start on that next. So, but yeah, there's our tortillas. Whole fresh batch, all done. I just need to put them in the oven to give them a really good old crisp up. But apart from that, they're very tasty, very good. I'm actually going to put this masa down here so I know where it is for next time. Oh. I just play WoW non-stop. Is it really that bad? Have I really got you hooked on something really bad? Do you like Heston? He's okay. I get it. I like it, but it's not really my kind of cup of tea. The molecule kind of cooking, but it's interesting. Alton Brown, what do you think? I like to when he explains chemistry behind baking and cooking. I guess he's very kind of similar to Heston. As I said, same kind of answer with that one. Cheap aluminium, or sorry, shall I say aluminum pans for you Americans, can melt, definitely. Yeah, if it's left on the heat long enough, it'll definitely will. Right, where are we at now? So, with all those beans, someone's going to be very gassy tonight. Probably. I'm not going to eat all of them, though, tonight. You can also pitch this down. I'd probably go to the family, or I might freeze it. We'll see. I personally don't care for a lot of cooking programs at the moment. Many of them are too reality TV and less about the food. One of my favorite shows, however, was Mario Balotelli, is it? Or Batali? On Food Network. His shows about like the cooking, the food, and the history of like what making of the great all the way around. Reminded me of like Jax Pepin, Martin Yan, and Julia Child. Oh, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever watched it, but it sounds pretty interesting to watch. That said, on the other end, I did manage to make cinnamon rolls, apple pies from scratch, making the dough from scratch as well. Awesome. I could use the store-bought dough, but I prefer to make my own. Definitely, it's always good. If you do cooking at home and you want to post it on my Discord, guys, Discord is free to join. And you do cooking at home, you want to share it with the community, take pictures, pop it on my Discord, community food section. That is there for you guys. Hey, Daz! What's up, buddy? How you doing today? How's things? Where's Cheeky Zags? Was he streaming today, or what was he up to? Little cheeky chap. It's literally that bad. Or is it really that bad, Zed? Oh my god. Food Network is trash. I've watched it in the past. I mean, it's okay, but it's very kind of commercialized and very what's the word that you used earlier on? I can't remember now. But yeah, it's okay. Which is why my Mario Batali, sorry, isn't there any longer. Oh, is it really? He left it, did he? I'm good. How are you today? I'm doing fantastic, Das. I'm doing fantastic. We're making a 3-bean stew. We're also doing ourselves some cheeky homemade tortillas, which are right in front of you. Or they should be, unless I move them. No, they're there. I'm also going to do some pickled jalapenos next. I've already made some garlic aioli yogurt. And we're going to do some melted cheese on top. On top of that 3-bean stew. Put it in the oven. I'm going to have some very nice deliciousness. But yeah, hope you're enjoying it. And it's good to see you, Daz. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it, good sir. Right. I'm just doing a quick wish wash. And I'm going to be like 10 seconds. Chef, I'm timing you. You better not. I'm really glad there's no flies have landed in that swatter yet. So, apart from that one this morning, which I jumped a mile, but nothing so far. We're in a fly-free zone for a change. I don't know. As soon as I put it up, we've got no flies in the house anymore. Literally, they knew what was coming. It's been on TV that long here. It's been on TV since like the late 90s. Oh, really? Okay. The episode of Alton Brown that I will not forget is regarding chocolate chip cookies and how different sugars are different. Difference between baking soda and baking powder change the cookies being soft and chewy or crisp. It's always interesting to see the different results with different combinations for sure. Guy Fry is the worst of them. He's funny. He's funny. That's all I can say. Oh, dear me. I mean, I don't hate those shows. They're okay. I've seen them before. But, you know, they are quite comical or quite entertaining to watch, you know, in their own way. But maybe not so concentrated on the food, but more on the entertainment value, you know. He's a host for sure. Yeah, he is. He's a great entertainer. But I guess they could do with something more concentrated on the food more than anything, right? Very good. Right. Wash. Pickle jalapenos. Let's go. So, I'm not going to go crazy with this. Also, I'm going to make a little small pickling. Probably the same as the one yesterday. And we can start pickling them down. Okay, I'm from Oz. It started here a few years ago. Oh, years after, sorry. When we went from analog TV to digital. Okay. That's interesting. It's very early morning for you, Dibizzle. What time is it over there? Is it like 5 o'clock or something? Very, very early hours. Right. Let me give my knife a little cleaner set. Set them aside. Right, shall I move myself over so we're in like kind of view of the camera a little bit better? There we go. So we can see what we're doing. 5 AM here? I thought it might be. Pretty early hours. I appreciate you being up this early in the morning. Have you been to bed is my first question. Or have you just woken up? Now this is where usually the heat is in the seeds. And can you see the white pith in the middle? That's where usually the heat is on peppers. Probably one should be enough for this. I'm just going to give them a nice little pickle down. We'll see how they're doing. Boop, 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 doo. Nice. So, what we're going to do, once we got this, we're going to get the honey on. A little bit of vinegar, a bit of water. Really get all those flavors cooking down for the pickling. Yeah, I just woke up. I went to bed early. Oh, that's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. I was going to say, you've been up all night. Goodness me. It's a crazy one. I found through a bit of research and connection that we have these days with the internet and such, that Australia is highly regulated with regard to entertainment they can consume these days. There's a lot of censorship. Oh, really? Is there? That's really sad. Why do people control these things? Seriously, it's just... feels bad, man. Feels bad. Right. It's not what we imagined in the 80s and the 90s these days. Yes, they're here. I've never understood why most recipe shows have say to discard the pith and the seeds or the heat. Sometimes I get rid of them, personally. It depends on, like, if you want it mild. It really does depend on the person at the end of the day, whether they want it mild or if they want it hot. Sometimes I get rid of the seeds and the pith if I don't want it too hot and I'm using a few. But if you want it kind of like super hot and you're good with heat, that's what you just need to bear in mind, Douglas. Everyone's different with like different heats and what they're used to, you know? So they started with the internet now too. That's really sad. Before you know it, we're all going to be controlled of what we can and can't watch and how long for. Internet music and movies / TV. Telstra, our biggest internet provider, has banned 4 channels, 8chan, and a live leak, just to name a few. Wow, that's crazy. It's really worrying. They're actually starting to do this. But my first reason is why? Why are they doing this? I know we're kind of going political a little bit. Let's try and avoid going too political, because I don't really like talking about politics. It's never ever a positive topic to talk about, and I don't usually like to have it in my channel. So let's try and reframe too much on the politics here. And Optus. Australia's on the forefront nowadays of censorship. And they're trying to bring it into Europe now, aren't they? Remember they tried to pass that law, they did, or they're just trying to implement it with what people can see and watch and control? Or is that something totally different? It's probably something totally different. I'm not sure. It's never ever good news when it comes to politics. It's terrible. All that after New Zealand mosque incident. Oh, really? Is that why? I mean, because of that, other people are suffering. Or businesses are suffering, you know? It's not good. Right. Pickling. We need to do some pickling. So, I want to get 2 tablespoons of honey. Same again as yesterday. 50 ml of cider vinegar. And then we want about 400 ml of water, 500 ml, something like that. Surely it isn't homogeneous. Goodness me, I had to struggle with that one there. Country as it sounds like IRC. It's been happening in Australia since like the late 2000s. It's very easy to control open flow of ideas and discourage isn't good for ruling powers. Which is they used an excuse to start regulating the internet, kind of like a foot in the door, in my opinion. When they banned guns, it was like the first big step. Yeah, I guess each country has their laws, but I feel like when you start dabbling in people's businesses online, it's not funny. And especially when they're doing something good like this, cooking, or teaching some people how to learn how to cook. I mean, something useful and something that they can educate and learn is going to be affected, right? It's not good. Right, 50 ml. Beautiful. Alright, let's top this bad boy up. Now, I'm not too concerned without this pickling cooling down too much. So, I mean, the jalapenos won't really turn to mush unless it was like boiling for ages. But we're not going to bring it up to the boil. We're going to bring it to a simmer, or just at least to kind of dissolve the honey on the stove. So we'll get that done now. When they start dabbling in personal freedom and consumption of reality, readily available information, it's alarming. But I'll drop it now. No worries. But yeah, the only way we can get this one through is the Pistol Club, I'm pretty sure. Fortunately, it's just the way it's going to go. We're going to have to just kind of adjust ourselves if we need to. Unfortunately, the law's the law at the end of the day, isn't it? Do you like Vietnamese food? I love Vietnamese food. I like all sorts of types of foods. Potato. We do all sorts of different types of foods here, from Mexican to my own style, to British, to French, to... We do everything. We do everything here. But, yeah. I grew up with censorship on TV, so it's not new to me. I do think they're a bit strict on some things, but some things they censor, I scratch my head and ask why this. You do wonder why sometimes. You think it's stupid. It really is. Vietnamese foods are amazing. They certainly are. Very delicious. My stepmom's like Viet, so she's like a great cook. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's always nice to have a different genre of cooking, and it's always nice to learn different genres of cooking if it's not your background, you know? There are a few great movies to watch, really watch and reflect on in like the 1984 like Network and Flight Club. Yeah, there's so many different things to watch, but, you know, regardless of what it is, I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out together, guys. Don't worry about it. Not worth stressing about until it happens, right? It's her whole life. Oh, really? Is she a chef then, or a cook, or does she work? Where does she work? DeBizzle. Right. I'm only going to do one because one's going to be plenty. I'll keep the other one for another day. That's fine. I think we're pretty much there. And we can start like kind of like dishing this up. I don't know what I'm going to dish it up in. I was kind of thinking about it earlier. I might do a big one and then a small one, if that makes sense to you guys. So what I might do, I was thinking, maybe do a little one. I suppose I could do a little one in this, right? But I could also do a little fancy one as well onto a plate. So I'll have a play around with it. Or even better, maybe we can do something with this, right? I don't know, I haven't decided. I'll have a little play around with it. What are you meowing for, Mr. Zed? Oh, talking about Zed subs. Don't know why you remind me of it, but you did. Probably because of the cheeky gift sub, right? Cheeky chat. Almost forgot about the subs. Right, let me sort these out. There is a command for you. What's the command? I think it's spelled Colin with a double L. I think that's not my doing. That's somebody else. Try the double L. There is a command though there for you. How about trouble? Exclamation mark trouble. Exclamation mark trouble. I bet you will be under there. Found it! Even I didn't know what it was. Mr. C, how's it going? Mr. C, didn't I put you on the board yesterday? Or is this another resub? Is this like a back end of resubs? Goodness me. I really appreciate the resub. What color would you like to go on the board? Would you like a cheeky blue? And I love those knives. I'll definitely be using your link when I scrape up some funds for them. I appreciate it, Douglas. Thank you so much. Yeah, please use my code for the knives. It's just in there. And also, please feel free to use my Amazon affiliate link as well if you spend anything on Amazon, regardless if it's the knives or not. Please, please use it. And thank you so much, Douglas. That's so kind of you. Light blue, please. That's pretty light blue, right, Mr. C? Let's get you on here. Thank you so much. Gaia wanted yellow. Zed wanted green. Mrs. Ruby wanted pink. Right? Right? I hope I got that one right. But we'll see. So... Thank you so much, buddy, again. I really appreciate it for the 9 months in total. Goodness me, that's a long time. Thank you again for the support, Mr. C. Did we get a shout-out for Mr. C as well? Can we get a shout-out for C. Fredrickson, guys? He also does streaming as well. Just remembered now. Mrs. Ruby wanted pink. Okay, thank you, Zed. Zed, I missed you, good chap. It's so good to see you today. Mrs. C. Right? Oh yeah, Mrs. Ruby, not Mrs. C. I'm getting very confused right now. Mrs. Ruby, of course. Wonderful cooking streamer. Ooh, Jesus. Zed is already on there. Douglas, would you like a cheeky red? I know you're still here. I don't want to disturb you if you're lurking, but would you like a cheeky red? I think about a new mortar and pestle and set using an Amazon link a month or two ago. Oh, awesome. Oh, yes, please. That was from who? Oh, that was from Manders, right? Yes. I need to put Manders on as green. She always takes green. Actually, she doesn't mind, but yeah. Cheeky bit of happy mistakes. Hey, Chef. Hey, Wolfie. What's up? How's your Tuesday going? Hey, Wolfie. Look, what? Horribly amazing? You want to change your name to Absolutely Amazing? Horribly, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That's so kind of you, buddy. I hope you're having a lovely day. And thank you so much for that support. I want to change your name to Absolutely Amazing. Certainly nothing horrible about you, good chap. Thank you so much. And Horribly Amazing, if you got a favourite colour, let me know what you want to go onto the board for. Wolfie, have you seen my new fly zapper? Ah! It makes a hell of a noise if like a tiny little fly goes in there. It goes off like a gunshot. So if you see me jump and there's a big bang, it's the fly's swatter. So yeah. Right, Douglas, we got you on here. Sorry, let me carry on. Ellie Face. What else we had? We had Brad W Gaming. How about Brad? We put you on as a cheeky purple. Brad W Gaming. But thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Amazing. Yellow or orange is fine. How about yellow and orange? Because I can make that magic happen, my friend. I can definitely do that for you. But thank you so much for the support. So who else we got? Brad. Ellie face. How about Ellie with a cheeky peachy colour? Oops. I'm making a right mess today, aren't I? Good old mess. From Chef-a-rooney. That'd be great. No worries, my friend, and thank you again for the support. That's so kind of you. So there you go. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can sub for free to the channel. Doesn't have to be me, though, guys. You can sub to any channel for every month. So you have a choice. You can spread the love to lots of people. Harosh. Cheeky green. How many H is that? 4. Fantastic. And Ash. 0, 0, 5. Right. Is that everyone on there? Zed is done. Mrs. Ruby's done. Gaia. Gaia with a yellow. And then we get Horribly Amazing as well. Hold on a sec. This yellow's a little finicky sometimes. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of TLC to get it going. There we go. Thank you so much again, Gaia. And thank you for all your beautiful information and knowledge as well. Or your cheeky Googling. I love it. Horribly Amazing. Yellow and orange. Okay, here we go. Gonna go into luck mode right now. It's time to sit down and settle the booze of the day. No worries, my friend. I'll still be here. Cypher, I appreciate that. Much loves, buddy. And I will speak to you either later or I'll see you again soon. Much loves, amigo. Right, there we go. Gonna go make Pop-Tarts. Gonna actually go make some Pop-Tarts. Could you actually put them in the toaster once they're made? Or do you mean, like, put some Pop-Tarts down in the toaster? Is that what you mean? Do-do-do-do. Horribly amazing. Sorry. Miles away. Yeah, I kind of want to take that off because that's going to be very, very hot right now. There you go. Totally forgot about that. There we go. Cool. Thank you so much for the cheeky prime, my friend. Much loves. Google is a beautiful tool. It certainly is. Catch you soon, bud. Will do, Cypher. I'll catch you again soon. Right. Where are we at now? Where are we at now, chaps? Beautiful. Okay. So, what we're going to do is give my hands a little cheeky wash. So we're all nice, good to go. I need to make some guacamole. Well, that's cooling down. I could do a pickle in those. I'm going to just chuck them straight into the pan or the pot. I mean, they'll probably soften up a little bit, so they'll kind of cook out a little bit as well. But it's just pretty much come up to the simmer. The honey's melted nicely. I've had a quick taste as well, and it's fine. I don't need to add any